Hello foodie friends, welcome to Taco Tuesday. For Taco Tuesday we made these soft taco shell triangles in inspiration from the recent TikTok videos we've been seeing, and ours were chicken filled. So for the chicken, what I did is I took some chicken thighs and I trimmed it off the fat and chopped it up into little cubes. Then I fried the meat with some salt, pepper, cornstarch, and a little bit of oil until it was nice and crispy. And then I added my very own homemade taco seasoning to this and continued to cook it till it was completely done, and then just set it aside to cool a little until I could use it. Now we made, in addition to the meat, we used some instant pot black beans, the chicken of course, and then I made a pico and cheese, lots of cheese. So the idea is to cut across the from the center to the end of the tortilla, so that you're able to make triangle folds like this. And this one is a vegetarian one for my mom, and I made 2 for her, and then the rest I made for us. So I used only 3 sides in hers, but I put filling in all 4 sides of ours. So what you have to do is you have to cook this on the stove on a skillet, and I like to use a mix of oil and butter because it gets your quesadillas or tacos nice and crispy. So once your butter melts with the oil, put your little taco in the pan and you're going to cook this till nice and crisp. I love this because you get like soft centers in the middle and then super crispy on the outside, and the cheese is nice and melty, and it's like eating a burger. Okay, so here's the chicken one. I used the beans, pico, chicken, and cheese. Again, what I did is I smashed the beans down so that they don't move, and then I folded all this together. Notice I have 2 different pockets of proteins, and then a third one for the cheese. Make sure you pack everything in if it falls outside, and that's going to happen because this is kind of weird to keep it nice and even in a triangle, but I'm telling you, it totally works. So I fried up the chicken ones. Make sure you take your time doing this. You don't want to overcook, but you also don't want to undercook. You want to make sure that cheese melts. Okay, so doing the last 2 now, and then we're actually going to serve this with some elote that I made earlier on. And elote basically is some corn. It's Mexican street style, and it tastes really good with any of your Mexican dishes. So here the boys' quesadillas or tacos are done. I still have to name these, and of course, you know, the hot sauce from Taco Bell is always in play at my house. Our Taco Bell just gives us tons of it. So let's go back to our elote. So elote is basically Mexican street corn. I make mine with just a little bit of oil, and then once I saute all of the corn, I add a generous amount of mayonnaise, and I am using some chili pepper in here. Chili pepper is basically a chipotle flavored spice, but it doesn't give you heat. So I also added some cayenne, and then I added some fresh garlic, and I continued cooking this down. Right before serving this, I actually dressed it up with 2 more items, which I'm going to speak of next. I warmed up the corn again, and then I added a generous amount of cilantro, as well as a sprinkling of some cotija cheese, and then I squeezed some lemon juice over this, and I served it with my little taco quarters. These were so good. Look how crispy they got. Enjoy!